The Duchy Home Farm was converted to an organic system of farming by the Prince of Wales in 1986. The farm is very much a working one and provides organic produce to over 140 families in the local area through its vegetable box scheme. The vegetable shed also sells organic produce from the farm. The fields at Home Farm are run on a 7-year rotation system. For the first 3 years, clover is grown, which fixes the nitrogen in the soil. At the end of the 3rd year, the clover is ploughed and winter wheat is then planted, followed by spring oats or barley, and finally rye. The clover is also used for the farm's livestock to graze. Rare breed animals such as Tamworth and large black pigs, Irish mould, Gloucester, Shetland and British white cattle are bred at the farm. Hebridean and Cotswold sheep also graze here. The Prince is patron of the Rare Breed Survival Trust and in 2004 launched the Mutton Renaissance campaign to support British sheep farmers.
Okay, well this area of woodland is known as Preston's Folly. And it is an area that's now predominantly broadleaf species, but when we first came here it was predominantly softwood, so it was larch, Norwegian spruce, and we had a large beech tree blow over in the 87 gales. It knocked a great hole, knocked a lot of other trees down, and when we cleared it up we started replanting, and those are the trees that are behind us now. So we started planting with things like ash, oak, beech, sycamore. So every year for more than 20 years now a small area is cleared and then replanted with the broadleaves, and we are using all of the wood on the farm now, but the idea of underplanting a lot of these broadleaf species which are going to develop into big trees, the idea is that we underplant them with hazel, and that hazel is then going to be useful for coppicing in the future. So the idea is to really think long term, think of the woodlands as a resource, also a great habitat for a lot of wildlife as well. We have this spring put on a new PV photovoltaic system onto the roof of the dairy, which you can see behind me. It is capable of producing 100 kilowatts of electricity. That's at peak. It's been commissioned now for about a month, and it's already produced about 15,000 kilowatts, which is almost enough for 5 houses for about a year. So that's quite a lot of electricity. So it's doing a bit better than we expected to begin with. And they will have a life of hopefully about 25 years. The electricity is going to be used obviously for the milking, but we'll be using it in the grain store and also in the house and the office. So what is surplus, what we don't use here, will be fed back into the grid. And just in between the two mid-strays over there, parts of the building over there, we've got a solar thermal setup which has been working for 10 years, and what the solar thermal system does is to directly heat hot water. It's a very efficient way of using the sun's energy to produce hot water. And we use a lot of hot water in the dairy. We have 2 hot washes every day.
The fields at Home Farm are lined with hedgerows, made using traditional hedge-laying techniques. His Royal Highness is patron of the National Hedgelaying Society, and during the winter months enjoys hedge-laying on the farm. The hedges are home to an array of wildlife and provide shelter to the livestock that graze in the fields.